Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. And first of all, those who are watching this session on my YouTube channel, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before starting the session, today's demo session, I would like to thank one and all. We recently crossed 10,000 subscribers with only one course. Okay, of course, 10,000 is not a big number, but only one course we achieved this. That is performance testing. Right. So thanks one and all. And then and thanks everyone. Even though the weather is not good, I did not expect this count also for the classroom because it's rainy outside today, right? So thanks for making this with a short notice. I think 2 days back only I announced that we'll have a demo this weekend, isn't it? So thanks everyone. So this is our batch tracker, guys. Batch tracker means I am going to track let me show you one of the previous batch trackers. So to understand, what is the purpose of this batch tracker. So every day, we, let's say, for example, this is one of the recent batch tracker. We started one batch in Madhapur and online batch, right? All my batches would be both offline and online together. Okay. So this is the purpose of a batch tracker. So we started this in the trainings in 2018. From there on, we have been following this batch tracker. So every day we track what all concepts we covered on each day and who all are the participants, who all attended the session in both online and offline, right? And also we will also use this batch tracker for sharing the review comments. Okay. So I'll explain what is that, script review and all. I'll explain that. I'll come back to that soon. This is the latest batch. It is still work in progress for me. And now you got a fair idea what is a batch tracker, right? So please check your batch tracker and let me know if I missed anyone. Okay. And also please share your Gmail ID. Please ping me your Gmail ID to me separately, guys. Please don't ping it in the WhatsApp group. We have one WhatsApp group for April batch. For every batch, we will have a WhatsApp group, guys, like this. So this is the batch. This is this April 2024 batch WhatsApp group, right? So don't share your Gmail ID in WhatsApp to me. Please ping to me separately. Okay. And I will share the course contents. If I did not share it to you before, I'll share the course contents and new batch updates. And every now and then we are doing some free trainings. We are giving some free trainings on and I am uploading to my YouTube channel. Okay. So we'll share those, and if you want to receive all those free trainings, so please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on all notifications, guys. Right? So somewhere I saw yesterday in the analytics that only 50% or 40% turned on the notifications. Okay. Somewhere I saw that yesterday. So please, please subscribe and turn on all notifications, guys. So you will not receive more than one video per week. Okay. That I am sure we won't disturb you much. Okay. All right. So yeah, let me go to the PPT. So let me introduce myself before starting the demo. So I am Pawan from MGMITTraining. As you see here, this is my WhatsApp number, guys. Please save our WhatsApp number. Otherwise, you will not get broadcast messages, guys. New batch updates and broadcast will be sent as broadcast messages. Okay. Whenever there are some referral openings, we are sending as broadcast messages. Because we cannot send one-on-one. And I hope you know what is a broadcast message. You see here, right? If you observe this message, at the end of the message, you see a mic symbol, right? That is a broadcast message. That is a group message, right? So you will not receive those broadcast messages if we don't save our WhatsApp number. Okay. We will not send we cannot send one-on-one messages, guys, because, we receive almost 25 to 30 inquiries per day. Daily we get, only for performance testing course, I receive like 25 to 30 inquiries. And there is no dedicated person for that to handle the inquiries. So please save my WhatsApp number because I know I cannot send one-on-one messages. Okay. Now, so I mentioned it here. We are providing both online and classroom training for performance testing. We are one of the very few to provide this both online and offline training for performance testing. Okay. There are some institutes who provide only offline training and there are some trainers who provide only online training. But we are one of the very few who provide both online and offline training. Please save our WhatsApp number, guys. Okay. And yeah, now let's move on to the next session, next slide. So I have chosen some, as a for demo session, for this demo session purpose, like I would like to cover some agenda items. Let me quickly show you that. So this would be the agenda for today. Trainer's introduction, and what are the unique features of my training plan and course duration, and who all are the ideal participants. That means for whom is this performance testing training suitable? Okay. And then what are the career prospects and what are the packages that you can expect for performance testing career, right? And what are the digital platforms we are leveraging for the training, and course contents. I will quickly cover the course contents, and then scripting scenarios to cover in the training. And what is performance testing, right? You should know what is performance testing, what are the different types of performance testing. This, for this today's lesson may not be possible. Time may not permit this. So you'll see that in the next demo session. Okay. And I'll show you one demo script also, because one frequently asked question is how much coding is required for this performance testing, right? Or do we require coding? Isn't it? Or is it easy or difficult? Most of you may be having that query in your mind, right? How much is it easy or difficult, right? So someone said that testing is easy, but is it really easy? Isn't it? So I'll try to clarify that by showing you one demo script. I'll record one script and I'll show you one demo script, right? And then placement assistance, I would like to discuss about placement assistance and what are the terms and conditions for joining the training. Okay, to make it successful. Terms and conditions to make the program successful. To make this training program successful. Okay. So I'll take a pause here. Would you like to cover any more, guys? So please feel free if you feel that, if I am missing something that is important.
So, do you cover like any project like?
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll cover that under this scripting scenarios to cover in the training.
And a BlazeMeter as well, right?
Yes. Scripting scenarios to cover in the training, including real-time applications. Let me, mark it here.
And I mean both the API and UI applications.
Yes. I'll explain that in the unique features of our training.
Okay.
Asking that. So, Saujanya. So I'll explain that the unique features of our training. Okay. So shall we move on, guys? Move to the next slide.
One question, one quick question. Do you give any brief idea about what is API testing or something?
Now, API testing, we'll take 4 to 5 sessions on API testing, not a brief idea. We'll take 4 to 5 sessions on API testing.
Great.
API testing is
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll have 4 to 5 sessions, Let me show you one of the previous batch tracker. Okay. So this is okay. This batch, we haven't started yet because this March batch only. Let me go to one of the previous batch trackers and show you that.
Yeah, Pawan, as a performance tester, API testing knowledge also required?
Yes, definitely. Here it is.
Okay, manual, Postman or automation API testing?
Yeah, here it is, guys. You can see here, we started web services and web APIs on 14th, this is 1st April, right? 1st April, and we had almost 3 to 4, like you can see here, 1/4 hour, and then see, this is together, 3 hours, right? 3 hours and, 4.25, right? We spent, 4.5 hours approx on API testing. Yeah. Any other queries? Someone is asking something else.
Yeah, I'm asking as a performance tester, we have the required for the knowledge for the API testing also, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely, yes.
Coding also required for the API testing? For API automation testing?
Not required. For API testing, not required, but some scripts require coding. We'll discuss that. How much coding is required, we'll discuss that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now let me move to the next slide. Can I move to the next slide, guys? So, let me give an introduction about myself. So most of you may be knowing that, some of you may be knowing that I am an MCA graduate and I'm having like 17 years of experience in performance in IT, 17 years IT experience. Okay. And out of which, I'm having like 15 plus years of experience in performance testing and engineering and still learning. So it is a never ending process, guys. Like to mention that, I'm still learning, right? It's a never ending process, right? So we'll get every now and then we'll get new technologies and we should be ready to be a learner forever, right? If you are prepared to come for IT. And I started my career with AppLabs Technologies. If you heard AppLabs Technologies, it is the world's first largest independent software testing company. It is the world's first largest independent software testing company. And it was established by Cesare sir. I would like to, mention his name and I want to show him, right? So he's the founder of AppLabs Technologies, someone from our Telugu community, right? And it evolved into world's first largest independent software testing company. Really proud thing, right? Right? So can you please, give a round of applause for Cesare sir? And even, for your information, everyone, at least every company, every organization, every IT company will have, like particularly into testing, I'm not talking about development. So any testing company will have at least one resource who started their career with AppLabs Technologies. Okay. So, because it became world's first largest independent software company and who started their career are working for multiple MNCs now, still they are working in different organizations, right? So definitely I'm sure that, every testing company will have one AppLabs. We used to call them as AppLabs. And he's from, born and brought up in Chennai, I think, but he's from our Telugu community. Okay. So he was the founder and CEO of AppLabs Technologies. So I got a chance to start my career there. And I worked on all major tools like LoadRunner, WebLoad, SilPerformer, right? In different domains, retail, healthcare, banking, and finance domains. We'll discuss what is meant by a domain and all. We'll discuss that, okay? Later on. So, and after working for 6.5 years for AppLabs Technologies, I moved to Tech Mahindra, which is another service-based company, right? So there I got a chance to work on multiple LoadRunner protocols. So usually, anyone will get chance to work on web couple of 1 or 2 protocols or 3 or 4 protocols. But fortunately, I got chance to work on multiple protocols like, web services and Ajax True Client, Java vUser, Citrix, ComDcom, Oracle NCA, Oracle 2-tier, Oracle Web Apps 11i. So I'm having experience on 10 plus protocols with LoadRunner. Okay. LoadRunner supports 30 protocols, 30 plus protocols. So I got chance to work on only 10 protocols till now. So as part of this training, I am going to cover web protocol. We'll focus more on web protocol, web services, and API testing. Okay. Because, my course duration for each tool will be 3 months, max 3 months, right? So we recently completed Jan batch. January batch was recently completed. I think there is 1 or 2 sessions pending, which I am supposed to take today evening. Okay. So I started that in the end of Jan. So my course duration will be 2 to 3 months, or in terms of number of hours, it will be 80 hours. Let me quickly show you that, batch tracker as well. So if you see here, this is my Jan 2024 batch, and 81 hours of training is completed with including yesterday evening. Yesterday evening, I took one extra session for them. Their batch timings is actually morning time, right? However, I took one extra 2-hour session last evening. So including that, it came to 81 hours till now approx, right? So that any batch will be 80 hours approximately for each tool, by the way, for each tool, not for complete performance testing. LoadRunner 80 hours, JMeter 80 hours. Okay. And BlazeMeter is part of JMeter. BlazeMeter, combination tool with JMeter. Clear, guys? Now, so after working for 3 years, around 3 years for Tech Mahindra, I moved to Bank of America, which is a product-based company, right? I hope, most of you know, or some of you know, what is the difference between a service-based company and a product-based company. So I hope, most of you know, what is the difference between a service-based company and a product-based company, right? So service-based companies means like TCS, Infi, right? CTS, Tech Mahindra, right? And Capgemini, right? So these are all, let me mention my own companies that I worked on. Own in the sense, where I worked on, right? So for example, this is a service-based company. Of course, Applas was acquired by CSC now. It is not existing now, right? Directly under the same brand name, but Applas was acquired by CSC. CSC was acquired by DXC now, right? So, and I worked for a couple of service-based companies, which I would like to mention. InnoMinds, which is in Gachibowli, and Qualizil, which is in High-Tech City. So these are all service-based companies. Qualizil was one of my previous uh, service-based company, which I worked for, right? And now these are all service-based companies. They provide, development and testing services for their clients, right? Whereas when you say product-based companies, what is meant by product-based company? Guys, there is a reason why I'm explaining this, okay? So, you should know the difference between service-based and product-based companies. So when I say product-based company, right, I would like to mention SAP Labs, which I worked for previously, and one more product-based company, Axway. My last,
Wells Fargo.
yes,
I said Wells Fargo just because I worked there. So
okay, Wells Fargo. Is it Wells Fargo?
yeah, correct.
Right? And JP Morgan, right? Bank of America.
JP Morgan. Citibank. Yeah.
Salesforce. How can we forget of Salesforce? Salesforce is a paymaster. Salesforce is a paymaster. Means what is a paymaster? They offer, highest salaries in the, in any technology, right? They are paymasters. You know how,
So also we'll be getting more applications to for performance testing in Salesforce.
right. Yes, correct. True. There will be a big delta in the learning curve. The learning will be very huge. You'll get chance to work on, latest technologies, multiple tools. You'll get chance to work on multiple tools, latest technologies, right? You'll have a lot of employee benefits, right? Free cafeteria, free food, lunch, dinner, and again, whenever I worked for SAP Labs, we used to get, by 5 o'clock, 4 or 5 o'clock, we used to get daily fruits. Fruits means not bananas and this, pears and apples. No, pears, apples, those kind of fruits. Okay. So we'll discuss about that. We know in the course we'll discuss that, when we come across, we'll be having some casual discussions. We'll discuss about that. So these are the these are some plus product-based companies which I can remember at this moment, right? And Salesforce and ServiceNow, they are paymasters. I know someone who got 55 lakhs package for 10 years experience in Hyderabad. That is a normal average package in Salesforce. Okay. So now you understood what do you mean to say like paymaster. Okay. And Visa, right? One of my NCA classmate was working for Visa, and his salary. Can you guess? I mean, he's also having almost like 18 years experience now, right? He got job 1 year before me. 1 year before me, yeah, around 19 years. And 2 years back, I had a 1 year back. Last year, I had a connect with him. Can anyone? What is the package that he got in Visa? Anyone?
70 lakh.
Visa Bangalore.
70.
Just some wild guess.
70 lakh.
Maybe around 70.
70, 80, any other number? His package is 1 crore 20 lakhs in Bangalore. Excluding shares. Only package is 1.2 CR. Right? So these are, now you understood, you will not forget, these are product-based companies at least, right? Okay. Hey, I see someone joined with display name as Xiaomi, or how should I pronounce it? So may I know who is that? All right. Yeah, let me go back to the, yes. So that happens, guys. I keep on monitoring them because, some guys from other institutes will be joining, our competitor institutes will be joining with such, some names. Of course, maybe, maybe the student also, but, for every batch, in every batch, we have this experience. Some people join from our, from our competitor institutes, right? Competitor online trainers. Okay. So just to see, like, to know my, they are my well-wishers. They will keep on following whether, how I am giving training, whether, whether I am having good number of candidates or not. Right? Thanks.
How do they get the Zoom ID?
What is it?
How do they get the Zoom ID of the meeting?
I updated in my WhatsApp status, right? Whenever we start a batch, we
Okay.
update in the WhatsApp status.
Oh.
Okay. All right, guys. Now let's move on. So, and so I got chance to work on multiple tools over there, guys, in Bank of America. So Bank of America, is into wholesale banking. They are into wholesale banking, and BA Continuum, they have a sister concern company called BA Continuum. So that is the actual company name, software organization name. So what does this by BA Continuum does is, it does all the software, develop the software and test the software required for exclusively for Bank of America. Got it? So it's a product-based company. BA Continuum is a product-based company. They don't provide services to other companies. They'll provide services to their parent company only. Yeah. So, there I got chance to work on multiple tools like JMeter, Jenkins, Splunk, Introscope, Dynatrace, WebLogic Console, OEM, AppWatch, capacity planning test, apart from load and soap test. And I am a certified associate in JMeter, Splunk, and Dynatrace. So I always encourage our students to, attempt some certifications and highlight them in their CVs, right? So that, shortlisting their CV will become easy. And you can always, check your knowledge when you attempt those certifications, right? And this, I know I got chance to complete those certifications when I was working for Bank of America. I did not pay a single rupee, but actually they are very costly trainings, and certifications are also costly. But however, when you are working in any organization, they will sponsor your certification, right? So most of you may be knowing that your organization will pay the certification fees for you if you are interested to do some certifications based on your band and your experience, based on your designation and experience. All right. Now, so after working for Bank of America, I moved to InnoMinds. InnoMinds is another service-based company, and it is one of the top 10 dream companies to work for. This is one of the award given for IT companies, top 10 dream companies to work for. I think not only for IT companies, I think that is for all, it applies for all the other companies as well. And it got National Best Employer Brand Award from 2018. It got for multiple years. And after leaving InnoMinds, while working for InnoMinds, I got a chance to work for SAP Labs, right? Most of the people pronounce it as SAP Labs, right? It should be pronounced as SAP Labs. Okay. So that is the product-based company that I mentioned here, right? So that 2.5 years or 3 years, is wonderful in my career. The best part in my career, I can say, right? Because, like we got, I learned, I got good hold of JMeter there only when I was working there. And I got chance to work on AWS and Google, GCP, Google Cloud Platform, and multiple new technologies, SAP technologies, etc. And it is a reputed ERP product-based organization. I worked there as a principal performance engineer, right? And after that, I worked for, but unfortunately, I left it because I joined as a contractor over there. If I joined as a permanent employee, I wouldn't have left that company actually, right? So, but I got, I joined as a contractor, and, because of some reasons, I had to leave that organization. And after that, I worked for State Street for only a couple of months, less than a year actually. And then later on, I worked for Qualizil, another service-based company, as a performance test architect. Okay. And after Qualizil, my last organization was Axway India Private Limited. It is a integration platform, guys, like Dell Boomi, MuleSoft. You might have heard this, right? MuleSoft or Dell Boomi. Those are integration platforms. We'll discuss what is meant by an integration platform, and I will discuss them, right? When we come across that context, we'll discuss that. And this is my last organization after working for Axway. Last year I left my job, and I am into full-time trainings because, I mean, like I started these online trainings in 2018 when I was working for SAP Labs. Somehow I managed, both job and trainings, right? By working for 15 hours a day, right? But however, right now I crossed 40. So I know I cannot, run like you, right? I can't run like you, obviously, after crossing 40 or 45. So I left my job and, moreover, I want to focus completely on the trainings. Okay. So I don't want to, I want to focus completely on the training. And I wanted to start classroom training basically. Okay. Actually, we are not supposed to give trainings when you are working in any organization. We are not supposed to give any trainings. All right. So some escalations also happened that, this guy is giving trainings outside. So I left the job, and at some moment I am at crossroads whether to leave the job or leave the trainings, right? I left my job and I had chosen full-time trainings and classroom training because, we are not getting expected results in online training, right? So that is another major reason I want to, leave the job and, start these classroom trainings. Okay. So my batch strength was around 50 students last year, both online and offline. Only online we reached 50 students. Okay, only online last year, right? And this batch also will have 50 people, definitely. Okay. All right. So I'll take a pass here. Any queries?
No problem. We are good.
Okay. So can you please give me a moment? Let me have some water. All right. So shall we move on to the next slide, guys? This is all about me, guys. So we started classroom training only last year. Recording is in progress, right? We started this classroom training in Ameerpet only last year, last November, if I remember it correctly. So last November, we started classroom training. So before COVID, I ran some classroom trainings when I had some career break in my, in my experience or in my career, I had some breaks, like 6 months for 6 months. There I ran some, classroom trainings. And this is our classroom training, guys. For those who joined online today, this is our classroom training. This is our Ameerpet classroom, by the way. Okay, this is our Ameerpet classroom, having a seating capacity of 50. And then we are having one more classroom in Madhapur. Let me quickly show you that. So we started recently that, Madhapur classroom in March, last month. Last month, we started one batch in Madhapur. And let me quickly show you that training room as well. Yeah, this is our, conference room, right? So we started this exclusively for employees, working employees and those who are located around Madhapur, Kondapur and Kachiboli areas. Okay. So we are running one batch over there. And please do refer if you have any friends who are looking for, who are working in manual testing, right? Or who are working in non-IT job and who want to switch to IT. So we are running this batch from morning 9 to 10 a.m. in Madhapur. So that, those who are working can attend the class, and from 8:30 to 10, that actually, it will be plus or minus half an hour. The batch timings will be plus or minus half an hour. We reserved that slot for Madhapur batch. So they can attend the class from 8:30 to 10 or 9 to 10, and they can go to their office, right? So they can reach out from there. They can reach any office in 10 minutes, hardly 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. And we are very soon planning to start one batch in KPHB that is not yet finalized. The venue is not yet finalized, but we'll definitely start by next month. By May, we will definitely start in KPHB. Okay. So we'll be running these 3 batches initially for this year, and my target for next year is to start in Vizag and Vijayawada. Vijayawada is close to my hometown, so I want to start by next year, not this year, but by 2025 we are having solid plans to start in Vijayawada. So we are searching for some to buy some commercial space over there in Vijayawada now. So mostly we will be finalizing that this month.
And then you'll be having classroom from here or from close to Vijayawada.
This batch will be in Hyderabad only. So I'll see Vijayawada and Vizag, those are the plans for next year.
Okay.
For 2025.
Okay.
Yeah. And we are having, we are having a YouTube channel, which I have shown you already. And let me quickly show you my Instagram page. We recently started Instagram page. This is also started in November only, November or December last year. And we are sharing a lot of, openings over here, collected from various sources. Please follow my Insta page, guys. Okay. So it's absolutely free of cost. We recently completed 5 years. As I told you, we started these online trainings in 2023, sorry, in 2018. And in last year in 2023, we completed 5 years and we stepped into 6th year, right? We had completed 5 years successfully, and you can, and we are sharing, but unfortunately, we started Insta page only last year because I realized that late that, you people are more active on Insta than LinkedIn and Naukri. Is it true, guys? Is it true or no? There are a lot of people who join this training through Insta only here. Even in this classroom also, we have around 3 to 4 people, if I remember it
But
correct.
there are no any recent post in Insta?
Because, most of the people are active on Insta. Most of the students are active on Insta.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. We don't have any recent post actually.
You don't have, no. See, these are the recent posts only you can see here. See, when was
I
it?
mean about this batch and the future batches.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't get time for that actually. So I'm busy with winding up the last batch. You can see that, yesterday also I took one additional session from 8 to 10. Right. So I was busy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's why I could not post it. And, you'll see, we'll work on those on this weekend. Basically, we'll post it on this weekend. Okay.
Okay.
And, other sources. All right.
Yeah.
And we also have a Facebook page, guys. Let me quickly show you that. I am running a couple of Facebook pages. So please follow my Facebook page, Facebook group also. Let me quickly show you that. So this is my Facebook page, guys. These are my Facebook pages, not one. So this is one active Facebook page. You can see I kept the title as low coding or no coding IT career, performance testing with JMeter LoadRunner. This is one of my Facebook page. So please follow our, Facebook page as well, right? So, and here you'll have some automated messages daily. Okay. All right. So let me go back to the slide, guys. Now, yeah, we have a couple of other trainers as well. So recently we engaged one trainer for separate trainer for LoadRunner, and we are happy to announce that we are starting automation training as well. Okay. So after successfully running these performance testing for 5 years, training for 5 years, we recently started, maybe those who subscribe to my YouTube channel, you might have come across this demo session on automation testing. So we are planning to start this automation testing from next week onwards. Okay. So next week onwards, we are planning to start automation testing and manual testing with ISTQB certification. In the past also we had run some batches for manual testing with ISTQB certification. In fact, we are one of the first one to start manual testing with ISTQB certification. There are hundreds of training institutes in Ameerpet and KPHB and Bangalore, but very few institutes focused on ISTQB. But we understood, as we are having 17 years IT experience, 17 to 18 years IT experience. We know what is the value of ISTQB certification. And that is why we ran some batches in 2021 itself for ISTQB certification with manual testing with ISTQB certification. Right? We are planning to start one manual testing batch also next week, from next week onwards.
Pawan, just one quick question. For how many years does our ISTQB certificate is valid?
It depends on the certification. So it's not fixed for every certification, but ISTQB, like a foundation level, I need to check it.
Yeah, foundation.
I need to check that.
Yeah, actually, I did one back in 2017. That I don't have that certificate. Even I forgot my username and password. So, was there, okay, I can connect to later only. If I can retrieve that anywhere, if you can guide me.
Yeah, sure, definitely. We'll connect offline.
Thanks.
Yeah. Now coming to unique features of our training program, guys. So first and foremost one is we have been providing training on enterprise Java applications. Okay. Most of the training institutes or trainers provide training on only web tools and JPEG store. You can check with any institute. They provide training on only web tools and JPEG store or 1 or 2 demo applications. But we are providing training on enterprise Java applications, including real-time applications. Okay. So that is the first and foremost thing that we would like to highlight. And daily aptitude are the first 10 minutes of daily, for every session, in every session, the first 10 minutes will be dedicated for assessment on the previous day concepts, right? I may be asking some questions on the previous day concepts, or we'll have daily aptitude. See, because, initial sessions, we'll discuss some aptitude questions. And then once we start the subject actual concepts, we'll have daily assessment for the first 10 minutes. And then theory or scripting sessions. The next 50 to 60 minutes will be for theory or scripting sessions, right? For scripting. So ideally, this is the breakup for, ideally my session time would be 1.5 hours, right? So demo sessions for the first 10 days, we'll have only 1 hour session. But once we start the actual tool, we'll have 1.5 hour session daily, right? And then the last 10 minutes will be dedicated for any question and answers and doubt clarification. So this would be the breakup for 1.5 hour session, right? And then we made scripting simplified and easy to understand. So that is the reason, because, if it is complex, I have to be honest here. I am not a good developer. If it is complex, I also cannot understand. Okay. So I made it simplified, very simplified and easy to understand even for a non-computers background, guys. And that is the reason we were having, someone from B pharmacy, D pharmacy background and hotel management background also got successfully without proxy and without backdoor. I would like to iterate here. We are having, 500 plus students who got placement without proxy and without backdoor, right? If you want, I'll show you the entire chat conversation. I cannot show you online. I can't show it online because, I am going to upload this to my YouTube channel. I need to protect their identity. I cannot disclose them online, but if you meet me in person, I'll show you from the date of their joining till they got placement. And I can show you their offer letters as well. Some of them shared their offer letters. I can't show online, but, if you meet me in person, I can show you their offer letters. Okay. And most of the scripts of different company center is covered in the training. We are covering the scripts which are covered in scripting tests. Some organizations conduct scripting tests. So, and we are covering most of those applications. Okay. And scripting hands-on mandatory for every participant, right? So if you remember in the last slide, I mentioned that there are some terms and conditions to make this training program successful, right? So this is one of the important terms and conditions. You need to practice and share the script to me for review. Every student should share the script to me for review. It is mandatory. Okay. Let me quickly show you. We have a separate Gmail ID for that. Let me show you, how students share the script for review. Can you see here? You can see here, right? March 2024 Madhapur batch. And you can see some, some students sharing their script for review. We review their scripts and, we will review the scripts and we'll provide review comments like this. Okay. Let me show you some other batch tracker. Okay. I think I did not update the review comments here, but we do review all the scripts and, first application I will review myself. And thereon, someone else, we have some other resource for reviewing your scripts. But, the very first application, I am going to review myself from this batch onwards. Okay. I mean, of course, previously I used to do everything, but, from now onwards. So, I'm going to review for the first application and then we'll have a, separate resource for reviewing your scripts. Okay. Because, I would like to still review first application because I know what I am covering in the training. Right. So I'll try to review all your scripts by myself, but if the time doesn't permit, we'll delegate it to someone else. Okay. Now, so this is one of the unique features of our training, which no one is doing in the market, right? No one will bother about whether you are able to follow the sessions or, whether you are able to do scripting or not, first of all. So scripting will be 30 to 40% of your effort, right? So for beginners particularly, if you are strong in scripting, there are organizations which are ready to take you, even though they know that you don't have genuine experience. Okay, I'll show you some chat history. I'll show you some WhatsApp chat history where they mentioned that we are okay with fake experience guys, but they should be strong in scripting. If they are good in scripting, yes, we are okay with them. Okay, I'll show you some chat conversations also. Okay, now. So that's the reason we focus more on scripting and we spend minimum 1 month for scripting. Out of these 3 months, minimum 1 month we will spend on scripting only. Clear, guys? And we provide scripting on 5 different applications. Let me show you that. These are the demo applications that we are going to cover scripting, and one real-time application will be covered with JMeter. One real-time application will be covered with LoadRunner. So in that way, someone who join both the tools will get scripting hands-on experience on 2 real-time applications altogether, along with 5 demo applications. Clear, guys? And it's mandatory for everyone to share the script for review. There is no escape. And from this batch onwards, we are starting daily practice tests, particularly those who are attending offline. You will have daily practice tests, right? And weekly retention tests, and bi-weekly retention tests, and monthly retention tests. We are, going to apply IIT coaching model to performance testing training. So this is the actual model I used by IIT coaching centers like Narayana, Chaitanya, and Resonance, and there are a couple of other successful IIT coaching centers, right? So physics wala, you might have heard all these things, right? So those are very successful in IIT coaching because of those regular assessments only, right? That is one major reason for their success. And we are planning to implement. Recently, I had joined my son in intermediate college. So there I got to know that. I thought like, why don't we apply that to our training, right? So then only we can make sure that, like you are up to date and you are preparing without any fail. You are preparing from day one. We'll make sure that you are spending your time from day 1 or first week onwards. We'll start our first exam or first test after 1 week of your joining. Okay. So this is another unique program, feature that we are planning, right? So at this point, I would like to, let me complete this. I would like to show some meme actually. So we'll go to that. So we want to make, learning fun and enjoyable. So we are planning, printed material for offline participants. Of course, online participants will have this soft copy, but for those who are attending offline, we'll have a printed material. Okay. This is also we are planning from this batch only, right? Till now we have been providing soft copy, but I will definitely provide, printed material from this batch. All right. Because, we should have, yes. Yeah. Any queries?
Upon any difference with the material for online and offline?
No, for online participants, I cannot provide, printed material because, I will be providing on daily basis.
No. My question is like, any difference in the content?
What is that?
Any difference will be there in the content, or same content will be
no,
there?
Content will be the same. Content will be the same. But,
Just
for offline participants, we want to reduce the screen time also, right?
Okay.
But, why can't we provide for online is we'll be providing that material on a daily basis or weekly basis. Every week we will be providing, printed material on that concept. So offline we cannot, courier every week like that, right? So that is something very difficult. So for online participants, you will have soft copies only. Okay. And we are as we know, like, most of you received the course contents document. So if not, please ping me your Gmail ID. I'll share the course content document, whether you join the training or not. So we can share the course contents. So please ping me your Gmail ID, guys. Please ping me your Gmail ID in WhatsApp to me separately. Okay. And we are providing, LoadRunner and JMeter training along with certification, JMeter Pro certification. So ISTQB, it is optional, we don't enforce it, but this is mandatory. We force everyone to to attempt that certification, to clear the certification. JMeter Pro certification. Let me quickly show you some students. You can see here. So I have been following up from many of them, and yesterday at 12 o'clock, 11:57 p.m., someone completed certification and shared in the WhatsApp group, right? So JMeter, I think this is JMeter Pro certification, I think. Okay. So, we encourage everyone to, or we enforce them. I thoroughly follow up with them and make sure that everyone attempt that JMeter Pro certification. And these are the protocols that I cover in the training: web services and API testing in LoadRunner and JMeter. And hands-on training on scripting is mandatory, as I mentioned before. Right? So, and 15 plus scripts will be covered, guys. This is another unique feature. No one will cover these many scripts. Okay. Show me anyone who is last year. Okay. This year, after seeing the demo, they may follow, or, they say that they follow. Show me any other training institute, who cover the 5 demo applications and 15 plus scripts, and you will get the course for free. Okay. I'm announcing it, in front of everyone. Show any training institute, performance testing training institute, which covers these many number of scripts, and you will get course for free, who covered already. Okay. But we have, like batch trackers, and, we have student testimonials already. And we cover 5 sample applications or demo applications and 2 real-time applications, right? And a sprint-based model applied to training. We have been following this in we did that in couple of batches, not in every batch, but we applied sprint-based model to help students understand what is a sprint, how does sprint works in IT companies, etc. Right? And the training sessions will be from Monday to Friday. Saturday is optional. Okay. Saturday session is dedicated for, online tests or, doubt clarifications. If most of the students are blocked with some issues or doubts, we'll have an additional session on Saturday. Saturday session is optional. Okay. But Monday to Friday, it will be from Monday to Friday. And also, if you miss any session on Monday to Friday, I will compensate that on the weekend, on Saturday. Clear? And then table topics, we are not doing it now, to be honest with you. We did not do this, but, because we started, something else, I need to update this PPT. And what are the digital, we are leveraging some digital platforms for the training, assignments, and assessments. Let me quickly show you some of them. So I'm revealing a lot of secrets today. So we are using Google Classroom for giving the assignments. We have been using this from almost 4 years. From 2020 onwards, we have been using this for giving, not 2019, from 2019 onwards, I have been using this, Google Classroom. You can see here, there are a lot of, Google Classrooms that I created, and we used to give assignments over there, right? So this is in 2020, I think, weekend batch. Okay. Yeah, here you can see, right? So we have been using this Google Classroom from 2019. We are one of the very first who started using this Google Classroom for giving assignments, online platforms for giving the weekly assessments, etc. Right? You can see here it is dated back to 2019. Right? So we started using this in 2019, and it's still continuing. All right. And yeah, and weekly and monthly assessments, as I told you. We'll have, daily practice tests. Again, daily practice tests will be for, this is something which I am planning to implement from this batch, right? We'll start with offline participants, because, we'll have, the exams in a printed form, and no mobile phones and no laptops will be allowed during that time, because we can't monitor each and every one, right? So, you have to put your mobile phones over there. We'll arrange a tray over there, particularly when you are attending that, practice steps. Okay. And then placement assistance. So we are providing placement assistance with 3 to 4 real-time projects training in classroom. This we cannot give it online, because, like, we are not supposed to reveal the real-time projects, right? And now, you may ask me, like, any queries, guys? Do you get any query by seeing this? So when I am not working, I told that I left my job. Then how do I get real-time projects? We are doing some freelancing projects. I am still doing some freelancing projects. And as part of placement assistance, you will get a chance to work on those real-time applications. Okay, those who opted for placement assistance. Okay, so there is separate charges for this. I'll explain that. What are the charges for the placement assistance? But this is about overall training, guys. And as part of this placement assistance, we'll prepare your CV and we'll provide referral openings, 5 mock interviews after the training. And out of these 5 mock interviews, you may ask me why 5 mock interviews, right? I will take first mock interview will be taken by myself, because, I need to evaluate you first, and then once you clear that first mock interview, then I will schedule interviews by some third party, some of my friends who are working in service-based companies and who are working in product-based companies. Because the idea behind this is, I know what I covered in my training, right? So I will be mostly asking questions what I covered in the training only, mostly, at least 99% or It's not 100% like I'll ask only 90% on the concepts covered in my training, isn't it? However, but that may not be sufficient. Obviously, that will be sufficient actually. But you may have a doubt that that may not be sufficient. Are all the concepts required, are covered or not? You will get to know that when you have third-party interview, right? They don't know what I am covering in my training. They don't know what you are good with, isn't it? So we will have 4 such mock interviews. 2 mock interviews by guys working in service-based companies, 2 mock interviews by guys working for product-based companies, right? There that will help you really to understand, what are your, in which areas you are strong and which areas you have to focus more, what are the areas of improvement, etc. Right? And whether, whether you are fully ready for, cracking interview on your own and doing your job. Particularly, this will be helpful for those who want to go with experience, who want to keep some experience after the training. Okay. And who want to crack interviews on their own and who want to do the job without any job support. Clear, guys? So the reason behind this much of exercise is we want our students to enable them to crack interviews on their own and without doing any proxy and backdoor, they should get placement. And once they get into the job also, they should survive without any external job support or little support. Okay. Of course, some projects may be very complex or you may have some other projects on some other protocol, right? See, we cover web and web services and API testing. Suppose you get some Citrix protocol project, then you may need some support, right? I'm not saying that, 100% you don't require support. If the protocol is different or if the project is complex, very complex, then you may need some external job support. But 90% of my students cracked interview on their own and they are doing job on their own. Okay. We have very less people who lost their job. We have only 1 or 2 guys, that 2 freshers who went as freshers. Okay. Right. So those, they could not focus on their job or, they did not do well. And we have only 1 or 2 people out of 500 plus. Right. And now the last but not the least, earn while you learn program. Right. So we have one more unique feature called earn while you learn program. So those who are learning well and practicing well, right? So, and those are particularly, this is for classroom participants, guys. Earn while you learn program is for classroom participants. So if you are doing well in your, in your training, we can provide you some. See, I told you, right? There are a lot of institutes who provide, who are providing proxy and backdoor and all those, right? I don't want to mention their names online, but I will tell you once we stop the recording, I'll tell you, right? Or else I don't have any, I don't have any fear about them. Or, a lot of institutes who are particularly into performance testing, they are dependent on proxy, right? There is one Nellore Institute very famous for that. And then Bangalore Institute, which is famous for that. They have branches in Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Kakinada. So some of you may be asking, can you tell those institute names, right? Anyone want to go there? So I'll tell you their institute name also if you want to go there. Okay. So but I can tell you those institute names if anyone want to go there. Okay. So you'll get, placement in 1 month. Okay. Because, you need not learn anything. You can, directly they will, if you pay the job, if you pay the amount, they're charging around 2 lakhs or 1.5 lakh. If you pay that amount, they will show you an offer letter in 1 month. Okay. You need not learn, you need not go through all these scripting exercises and all this. But I believe, if someone is looking for that, they will not be in our training or they will not be attending demo session with us, right? But, maybe, there may be 1 or 2. Anyways, so for those who are learning properly and practicing well, we are providing earn while you learn program. What does that mean is, or how do we make, what is that earn while you learn is? There are some people who went through backdoor and proxy like that, guys, right? There will be a lot of people, right? Yes or no? You know that, that started, intensively from COVID time onwards. Previously also it was there from more than 10 years, right? And that is why, last year or before last year at some stage, companies stopped accepting, Telugu people profiles because our Telugu people are very famous for that. First, we are inventors of that, right? We are, what we call that, pioneers in that. We are pioneers in anything, any technology or any, good thing or bad thing, right? So there we reached a stage where, like companies stopped considering Telugu profiles. You might have heard that, right? You might have seen that in Facebook or, YouTube, etc. Isn't it? So, they will, once they get a job, they cannot record the script also properly, right? They will take some job support and they will approach me and I will give that work to you. I can give that job support work to you. I personally don't give job support to anyone because I don't have time and bandwidth, or I don't have interest in providing job support for them. Okay, because those are lazy guys, right? They are lazy to learn, or they want shortcuts. So I don't, I don't provide personally support for them, but like we provide support to our students till you get job. You can make some money by doing those job support ones. If you are interested only, guys. By the way, I will not force anyone, obviously. If you are interested only, you can take that opportunity, right? So these are the unique features of my training. I'll take a pause here, guys. Any queries? Before I move to the next slide, any queries?
Pawan, I have two questions. One is regarding the scripting thing. It is on like JavaScript on a particular language, or it is more about?
No, you don't. There are no prerequisites for learning this performance testing. So, because, you will not actually create a script from scratch. You will not write any script from scratch. The script will be created by the tool or recorded by the tool. Okay. So please wait till your, till the third demo session where I will show you that. I can show you that. How do we record a script and how does the tool generate a script? Or else, if you are curious to know that, we have some demo sessions available as public. No, there are, recently I think I made it private video. I'll share that link to you. I can share that link to you. Please ping me your Gmail ID. Okay. So you can understand, like I will share you one scripting session on a real-time application. So you will understand, like how the script will be generated and how much coding is required. You will understand. So basically, like only 5 to 10% of coding will be there, guys. That too basic coding, like if loops, for loops, those kind of coding. That's it. And that will be covered in the training. Whatever, coding knowledge or, basic programming knowledge required will be covered in the training. Okay. So there are no prerequisites. Only thing is you need to have 15 years of full-time education, right? This may be helpful to any of your friends and relatives also, guys. We don't need a BTech or an MCA. Okay. And again, I repeat it. We don't need a BTech or MCA particularly for testing career. Okay. For development, they may ask you BTech, CSE and etc. IT, BTech, IT, etc. But for testing career, 15 years of full-time education is enough. Let me show you some screenshot. I am not saying this. One of the popular service-based companies said that, or they are following it. So let me show you some screenshot. So you can see the company name. Can you see the organization name? Right? They are having. See, this is one of the screenshot of the previous openings. 1 to 6 years. Wonderful, right? They are having openings for even 1 year experience also. And these are pan-India location. Location is pan-India. And if you see the criteria, if you see the qualifications, see here, minimum qualification is mentioned as, yes. Do you see that, guys? Is it clear? 15 years of full-time education. That means any degree is fine. Any degree is fine. That is why we are able to place B pharmacy and D pharmacy guys also. Okay. B pharmacy, I think B pharmacy and hotel management graduates also, right? There was a guy called Vignesh in one of my previous last year batch. I think 2022 batch, right? His qualification is hotel management, degree hotel management. This guy. So his qualification is hotel management. He is from Tenali area. One of his friend called Satish referred my training, and he joined my training, I think in 2022, if I remember it correctly. It's not loading the WhatsApp is not loading the previous messages. So he joined my training. If I remember it correctly, he joined in 2022, and right now he is working for a Bangalore-based organization. We don't need a BTech or an MCA. Show me any graduate. We'll have a assessment, simple assessment, and based on that, I can tell you whether he will be suitable for this performance testing career or not. Okay, and based on that, I can give you those who attended, those who met me personally before, you might have attempted one assessment, right? Yes, sir. So we'll conduct that kind of similar assessment. There will be 5 set of papers. Questions will not be the same. There are 5 set of papers with me. Okay. So we'll conduct that, for you also, you need to, spend some time for that, right? To fill the inquiry form and fill the, take the test, right? So based on that, we took him, we conducted similar assessment to him, and, like I took him as a challenge, and I have shown him placement. He got placement in performance testing. His qualification is degree hotel management, and with his information, with his consent, I am revealing it. I mean, so he used to work after completing his hotel management. He used to work in a sweet shop for 500 rupees salary, daily 500 rupees salary, right? He don't even have a laptop. Okay, I took his consent. He agreed that I can reveal it, right? No issues. Okay, and like he don't even have a own laptop also, guys, for your information. Every day he used to get his laptop, borrow laptop from his neighbor, attend the class, online class, attend the class, and then practice, and then give the laptop and go to his job. And he attended the training for 3 months. It took more time, actually. It took 4 to 5 months to get placement, but he got into job, and he recently completed 2 years also. I think 2 years or 1.5 year. It's 1.5 year or 2 years it's completed. So if you have any friends or relatives who are having even degree qualification, if they are ready to come for classroom training, please refer them. We will have I will not give admission for everyone. I cannot give for everyone or anyone. We'll have, he has to go through that simple assessment, and based on that, I can tell whether I can give placement or not. Okay. We can provide placement assistance or not. I'll take a pause here, guys. Any queries?
I have a query. Like, see,
Yes, please.
until unless if you are not into that placement program, so we'll not get mock interviews.
No, nothing like that. Mock interviews
Yeah.
are free. So for
Yeah,
our
yeah,
students,
okay.
it's free. Okay. So you have lot of mock interviews on my YouTube channel. Let me quickly show you. And again, even, mock interview. 1 second.
No, actually, by seeing these mock interviews only, I got some interest. So there are
Okay.
there are a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah. There is nothing
YouTube
like
channels
that.
where
There is
they were
nothing like,
sharing the content, but these mock interviews are good actually.
Yeah, understood your query. So there is no condition that you have to take placement assistance, then only we can take mock interview. Nothing like that. So you can see some mock interviews, and I have uploaded with their consent only, guys. By the way, if you don't want me to upload on my YouTube channel, I will not upload. Okay. Okay. So you need not worry
Yeah,
about
sure.
that. So like they provide their consent, they are okay to upload, then only I uploaded. That's why you have only 4 to 5 mock interviews. Okay, because we conducted mock interviews for around 200 or 300 students, but we have only 4 to 5 because everyone will not be ready for that. Everyone, some people will have their own fears, right? So if they agree with their consent only, we have uploaded this. Got it, guys? All right. So there is nothing like you have to take. There is nothing like mock interviews are free. We can take even for someone who is not our student also. We are ready to take mock interview. Okay. Even for
Okay.
someone who is not our student also. Okay. All right, guys. Shall we move to the next slide? Any other queries? Thanks for asking that. Any other queries?
Sir, under this placement assistance, will you provide assistance for freelancing jobs also, sir?
No, freelancing jobs, that is not a placement assistance, right? Freelancing job is not a permanent one. When you say placement assistance, it will be contract role or permanent role, but it will be mostly, like more of, secured job. But freelancing is completely different. It depends on your performance, and, like initially you will get some project, and if you are doing good, you will retain that. Otherwise, you may lose it, right? That is altogether a different thing, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
So, what are the tools covered in this context?
Yeah, the major tools that we cover in the training are LoadRunner, JMeter, and BlazeMeter. Okay, so BlazeMeter we started, covering that from last year. I really got a chance to work on BlazeMeter only in Qualizil, my last company. Before that, I did not work on BlazeMeter. BlazeMeter is a separate tool, guys. You know, when I say BlazeMeter, most of the people think that BlazeMeter plugin for Chrome. No, I'm not talking about that one. Okay, I'm not talking about a plugin. Okay, BlazeMeter is a separate tool for doing performance testing. So we do cover training on, we are providing training on LoadRunner, JMeter, and BlazeMeter. Let me add that here. BlazeMeter is a small tool, because that's why I did not mention it before. It's a, you know, it hardly takes 4 to 5 hours. That's it to learn that tool. Okay. Even I have, you know, I have free training on BlazeMeter also. Let me show you that. Okay. Master BlazeMeter. So that is available as a free training on my YouTube channel. Let me show you that. So Master BlazeMeter. 1 second, guys. Yeah, here it is. BlazeMeter free training session 3, right? You know, you have 3 sessions, 3 free sessions on BlazeMeter, and this is the third one out of them. Okay, so this is the, you know, free. We have, as I told, right, we are offering some free trainings also for our channel subscribers, YouTube channel subscribers. So this is one free training that we uploaded to our subscribers. Okay. So, and this is a free tool. You can see that it is uploaded as a public video. Right? And you know, for those who are attending or joining our training, enrolling for the training, you will have more detailed training on that. It will be at a high level. This free training will be at a high level, obviously, but you will get hands-on experience on that. Okay. Any other queries, guys, on this slide?
Yeah, that real-time project will done for the offline only, not for the online guy.
Real-time application will be covered for online participants also, not only
But
for
you,
offline guys.
but you mentioned on the slide 3-4 real-time
I will
projects
tell you.
training in classroom
I'll tell
only.
you the difference. So basically, those who are attending online, right? I am covering one application, one script on a couple of scripts on this online application, which is asmara.com, or any other. You know, I have a couple of real-time applications. You can see here, Flu 360 is one real-time application, or you know, Asmara is one real-time application. So I can cover only scripting for online guys. Okay, but those who are attending offline, you will get server access and all. And now online guys may ask me, like, how about us, right? I will make you download some real-time applications. I'll be not real-time applications. I'll make you, there are some enterprise Java applications. For example, this is one enterprise Java application. Let me show you that. This is an enterprise Java application, which is running on Tomcat and database. Of course, it can run on any application server and any database server. I'll make you set up this application on your local machine for both online and offline guys. And this is an enterprise Java application. And there is one more application, latest application. This is also on par with real-time application. So this is advantage online shopping application, right? You can set up this application on your machine and you will have server access. You can monitor the servers, you can monitor the logs, etc. If you set up this application on your local machine. Clear, guys? And
Okay.
And coming to this application, Asmara, there is one real-time application, right, called Asmara, which is for cruise booking. You know what is a cruise, right? Most of you know what is a cruise. At least now you know that, right? So there is a cruise application called asmara.com on which I cover scripting. I can cover scripting, but we cannot give server access for that application, right? We can't ask or we cannot give server access to that. Got it? So, but you can practice scripting on this real-time application. Anyone can practice. Online or offline participants, anyone can practice. And this will be complex compared to demo applications. Definitely, it will be complex, slightly complex compared to demo applications. However, if you are good in practicing, if you practiced well on demo applications, you will be able to do this. Most of our students completed script on this after training. Okay, completed some complex scripts on this application. Okay, and no real, you know, most of the real-time applications will not be complex than this application. Is it clear, guys, or any queries? So
Yeah,
for
what about,
online
I have one query also again.
yes, please.
Tell me one thing about the test and assignments. You told me for the online we can take the mobile and we can take the laptop, and you need to give the just like a test for the offline, right?
Hmm.
But if I'm interested for the giving the test from online, it's not possible.
It is possible. So we are having online tests for you, weekly and monthly assessments.
Just like a offline masking. If offline guy
Yes.
will give the test, so I need to give also test online. It's possible.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me show you. Let me show you some screenshots. Okay. Let me show you some screenshots, which we conducted for online participants also. Yeah, here you can see. These are the weekly assessment results of our previous batch student. You can see here. I have masked their name and I masked their complete name if you observe here, right? So, but you can see that, like these are the weekly assessment results. These are, for online participants only. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
So once you attempt the test, online participants attempt the test, it will show you your result and we will receive an email like this. We will also receive an email like this. How many, immediately after completing the test. Got it? So these are
Okay.
the weekly assessment results for online participants, online and online participants. But offline, we are, having printed material going forward from this batch only actually, right?
Okay.
The setup is ready for that. So, we bought a printer for that. So to prepare that printed material, get that printed material and all, right? So, and these are some success stories of our previous batch students. This guy's name is Ravan. I cannot reveal the complete name, but he's a 2008 passed out. 2008 passed out. He joined my training in 2022. Of course, the market was very good at that time. Otherwise, it may not be possible when to get placement when he's having that much gap, right? I'll be honest and straightforward. Okay. So, like I'll show you his offer letter. I can show you his offer letter also. And when did he join the training and when did he got placement, right? This is one success story. And there are some students who got multiple offers. Likhil is one of my previous batch student who got 3 offer letters. Okay. And he joined one of the service-based company. He's working in Bangalore now. And these are some success stories in the last 6 months, last 1 year, sorry. These are some success stories in the last 1 year. Okay. And everyone will not share offer letter to me, right? Some people share their offer letter and, those are some success stories that I am showing you.
Going to cover any?
You can see here one of my previous batch student got job in Emphasis and one in TCS. And this, and the previous one was in, this is in service-based company, Bangalore-based service-based company called QOBox, if I remember it correctly, right? They already completed 2 years of their career and a few more, like this is from Cognizant, you can see here. And this is from InnoMinds. This, this offer is from InnoMinds. And this guy got in TCS, you can see here.
Am I audible?
If we can meet in person, I can show you that, without masking. Okay. But, online, I cannot reveal without masking their, I need to protect their identity because, they shared that their offer letters with trust on me, right? So I cannot
Just
reveal
trying
those
to
offer letters,
this.
but, so we have some people in the classroom, I can show you their offer letters. Yeah.
I guess someone was trying to speak, right?
Yeah, that's what I know. Any queries, guys?
Are we going to cover any monitoring tool?
Hey, Swati, we can't hear you. I can see that you are speaking, but we can't hear you.
Hello?
Are we going to cover any monitoring tools?
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely, yes. So monitoring tools, without monitoring tools, we cannot say that it is a complete training. Let me quickly show you some, course contents document. Maybe I'm not sure whether you received it or not, right? Whether you got a chance to look into that or not. These are the course contents document. We'll be regularly updating these. If you can see here, we'll start with SDLC, right? No one in the market starts with SDLC, guys. We'll start with SDLC and we'll start with computer basics, computer fundamentals. What is an operating system? From there, we start from that level of basic. What is an operating system? How to check your system configuration, right? So because you have to work on a PC, you need to know your system configuration, what is operating system on your PC, right? How much RAM is there on your system, what is IP address, okay? And what is two-tier architecture, what is three-tier architecture, what is HTML, CSS, JavaScript used for. You need not write any coding, but we'll cover some. We'll introduce those concepts. What is HTML, what is CSS, what is JavaScript. Don't worry, but you need not write any coding on that, okay? And then Excel basics and Word basics, which are required for software engineers, any software engineer, right? We start from that level of basics till advanced concepts. Till advanced concepts like, JVisual VM, Java concepts, and execution and test execution and report in BlazeMeter, JMeter integration with InfluxDB, Grafana, Telegraph, and JMeter integration with LXStack. These are the monitoring tools that we cover with JMeter. And JMeter integration with AppDynamics. And we also cover one more monitoring tool for everyone, even for freshers as well as experienced guys. You can see here, I have separated here. See, these concepts are optional for freshers, but mandatory for experienced guys. Which one? These, these concepts which are marked in a different color. You see the difference over there? Got it, guys?
Yeah.
Any other queries? So,
And what about the project? Sorry.
Yes, please.
Sorry, what about the framework? Do we create any framework?
Yes. So I will, when you say framework, like automation, we will not have a lot of frameworks in performance testing. But in performance testing, when you say framework, I will cover CI/CD, CI/CD framework using JMeter. Yes, I will cover that.
Yeah, that helps a lot actually.
See, basically CI/CD thing is a very simple thing. Okay. There is nothing complex in that. You can learn it in 2 to 3 hours. That's it. But I will cover that. I can cover that. I got a chance to work on that as well. I will definitely cover that. I know, why are you asking that? Most of the interviews are asking those concepts, those kind of concepts, right? So we'll cover that CI/CD framework. I'll add that to the course contents. I think that is not there in this PPT, in this PDF. I'll add that.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
I'll update that, I'll update and share it to you.
Yeah.
Any other queries? Let me note it down as an action item.
Sir, while learning the LoadRunner, we
Yeah.
have already gone through the SDLC lifecycle and all the fundamentals. So do we need to attend those classes, sir?
It's your wish. So you have attended Sham sir sessions, right? So
Yes,
if
sir.
you want to attend again, it's your wish.
Okay, sir.
So I will cover CI/CD framework with or CI/CD with Jenkins. Okay. Any other queries, guys?
Sir, after learning these two courses, how many experience can I put in my resume?
Yeah, good question. So those I will come to that. So what are the course contents or how many tools are required there? We'll discuss that. I'll come to that. We'll discuss that in detail. Okay. So let me move on to the next slide, guys. Yeah, as I have shown you, this is our social media presence. And yeah, I would like to also show you something else, guys. So one of our student, from these are some more success stories, guys. Let me go to slideshow mode. One of our previous batch student, after completing 1 year, he, this is the appreciation that he got from his manager, right? So you can read out over there. And this is, one of another previous batch student called, his name is Khalil. He's from mechanical background. He left his mechanical job and he joined my training in 2022 and he got into Cognizant. And within the first 6 months, he got best team member award. He shared that to me. And this is that screenshot. Okay. In the first 6 months, he achieved it. He got a best team member award. And this is one more achievement of our students. So one of our student called Bhargav, he got 50,000 performance bonus. Again, this is also in the first 6 months of his joining. Okay. So you can see the company name is Accelerate. Okay. If anyone got any call from Accelerate, don't miss that. They gave a performance bonus of 50,000. You got it. So I got, star performer award in my last company. One of the last company, they gave me 5,000 rupees Amazon voucher. That's what I got maximum. But this guy got 50,000 performance bonus. So don't miss that organization. If anyone got a call or chance to work in Accelerate, don't miss that. Okay, it's more than his salary, monthly salary. Okay, all right. So few more success stories, and we are, we do get continuously referral openings like this. You can see here, we are happy to be associated with your institute. What does that mean? They know that you are trained candidates, right? When they are asking referrals from an institute, they are okay with trained candidates. They're still okay with the trained candidates, but you have to perform well, isn't it? So you can read out here, we are happy to be associated with your institute and appreciate the testing engineers you occasionally send our way. A new offer letter has been launched by Frugal Testing. We have some, association with some of the QA companies. Whenever they have some bulk requirement or whenever they have some fresher requirement or bulk openings. See, suppose they got a project, all of a sudden some project got finalized. And if they want to take genuine resources, they will have 2 to 3 months of notice period, right? They cannot wait for those guys. So they will approach a training institute like us. Got it, guys? So we frequently get these referral openings regularly. Okay. And you can see here, is there any, you can read out this yourself. Of course, this is in 2022, guys. Okay. Market was very good at that time, of course. I agree. Market was excellent, very good at that time. In 2022 is a golden period for IT. Yes or no? Most of your friends who are average also got placement at that time. Right? Okay. So these are some success stories, guys. So I would like to stop here for today. It's already 12 o'clock. It's more than 1.5 hours. So, and but still, if you have any queries, we can discuss for 5 more minutes and we'll close the session for today. Tomorrow, I'll start with computer fundamentals, operating system and system configuration. What is IP
What are
address?
the charges?
Tomorrow, in the
What
sense,
are the
next
charges?
Sunday, but
What are the charges of
Monday
the
onwards.
course?
Sorry,
Can you hear? What are the charges of the course?
your voice is very low, Kanapriya.
What are the charges? The
Okay, fee structure.
charges of the
Okay, yeah,
fee structure, yes.
sorry, guys, I missed that. So now let me explain first. How many tools you need to learn. Okay, so for freshers and up to 2 years experience. 2 years experience. One tool is enough. And if you want to learn only one tool, JMeter would be the preferred tool. JMeter should be the preferred tool. JMeter and BlazeMeter will be covered as part of JMeter, this JMeter training by us, right? So I will cover BlazeMeter also. And we charge only for JMeter. Like the fees for this is 15K for online. Okay. Offline also it is 15K. But someone who want recorded sessions also need to pay some additional fees for recorded sessions. Okay. So 5K for recording sessions. Recording sessions, printed material. I'll tell you what all you get in that 5K, additional 5K. Printed material. Okay. And recording sessions and practice papers, DPT, daily practice papers. Okay. So if you don't want recorded sessions, printed material, you can also pay only 15,000. Classroom participants also, the fees will be 15,000 only. Okay. Right. And for, now coming to 2 to 3 years experience. So 2 to 3 years experience, or, let me do one thing. So 3+ years experience, let me write it in this way. For 3 years experience, so you need to learn 2 tools. Okay. See, I'll do one thing, guys. Okay. Let me remove BlazeMeter here. BlazeMeter is a minor tool, guys. Okay. It's not a big deal. We are providing that, free training as well. You have free videos on that as well. But for 3+ years of experience, 2 tools are mandatory. Both LoadRunner and JMeter are mandatory, guys. Both LoadRunner and JMeter are mandatory. I'll keep that BlazeMeter in brackets. Okay, but these are the major tools. Understood, guys?
Yeah.
Right?
I have a small thing here.
For 3 years experience, so let me please complete this.
Okay.
For 3 years experience, both the tools are mandatory. Right? This is our suggestion, guys. This is our strong recommendation. It's up to you whether you follow it or not. but those who followed it got placement in 3 months. I'll tell you one recent success story. Okay, there was one guy called Sandeep. I can't reveal his full name, right? But there is a guy called Sandeep. You can see here, this is his qualification, mechanical 2017 passed out, right? And I know his full name, but I did not keep it because, I don't want to reveal it. But you can see here, hold on, let me show that, he joined the training in Jan 2024. Okay. He relocated from Vizag and he came to Hyderabad for attending classroom training, and he got placement in April first week. He got placement in just 3 months. Okay. What he did is simply followed my suggestion. He learned both the tools. Some people won't follow our suggestions. Okay. So they'll say, no, I can pay only for one tool. I will learn only one tool. My friends told that, they told me to learn only one tool, right? So we can't help with them. But he followed my instructions or guidance strictly, properly, and he got placement in 3 months. Just 3 months. He kept 3 years experience he got, and he got around 10 lakhs package in Hyderabad. Okay. His onboarding is also done 2 weeks back. I'll show his offer letter. Those who are in classroom, I can show you that.
Sir, he is a genuine experience.
I can show you the fees payment date also. Thing is, it is not syncing actually. Yeah, now it should be loaded. Yeah, any queries?
Sir, he is genuine experience, sir, he from experience.
What is that?
He is a genuine experience candidate or a fake experience candidate?
No, he is not having genuine PT experience.
Okay.
He's having some non-IT experience. This is another success story of one of my previous batch student called Harsh Baksa from Pune. He joined online from Pune and he got placement in March. I think he's from December 2023 batch. Let me check that. Harsh Baksa, this guy, right? So you can see here he's part of December 2023 batch, right? He joined for both LoadRunner and JMeter. JMeter he joined in the evening batch, and LoadRunner, I think December 23 is batches for LoadRunner. Here you can see. This is the naming convention that I follow. This is LoadRunner batch. That's why you can see LR first, and this is JMeter batch. This is JMeter first and then LR. So that is the naming convention that I follow. The first tool, for example, if you see April batch, I mentioned JMeter first, isn't it? April 2024 batch, you can see here, I mentioned JMeter, BlazeMeter, and then LR. That means I'm going to start JMeter in this batch first. You got it. So he learned both LoadRunner and JMeter tools. He followed my advice to join both the tools, and he got placement in March. Okay, by end of March. And going back to the tools, right? So if someone want to try with 3+ years experience, 3 to 4 or 3 to 5, right? So then these two tools also may not be sufficient. So along with these two major tools, right? You need to also learn some APM tools like Dynatrace. Any APM tool, need not be Dynatrace only. One APM tool also is mandatory for 3+ years experience. Is it clear, guys? And now, our fees for APM tool is 10,000 for Dynatrace. Is it clear now? Right. And by the way, we are, see, if we don't provide printed material for your batch, you need not pay this additional 5K. Okay. You can pay this, but for recorded sessions, you have to pay 3,000 additional for that. Printed material, we fixed it as 2,000. Okay. And DPT, daily practice tests also. Daily practice tests, as I told you, I'll be giving printed copies because, we want to make sure that you are attempting honestly. So you should not, we'll make you keep your mobile phones and laptops over there, right? We want to make sure that we'll get a correct assessment of yourself, right? So this is all about, number of tools requirement and of course fees. Any other queries now? And coming to any other queries? Yeah, I'll take a pause here and let me wait for any queries.
So how about if we go with JMeter and NeoLoad with APM tools?
Okay. So NeoLoad is also, yes, we are seeing some openings for NeoLoad as well. But the thing is, if you learn, LoadRunner and JMeter, that is a good combination basically. Yes, NeoLoad is also a licensed tool. You can do one thing, you can learn either LoadRunner or NeoLoad. If you
I think why I'm asking
go
is,
with that. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So why I'm asking is like LoadRunner now it is not owned by Microsoft, Micro Focus. Now it is owned by different company and the license prices are hiked actually.
OpenText. OpenText.
Yeah,
LoadRunner is owned by OpenText. Yes. We recently did one video on that, let me show you that. Sorry for interrupting you. So we recently, I had recently last week only, I did one session on this LoadRunner latest version installation, right? So some of you might have received that demo session notification. Yeah, it is owned by OpenText. Okay. So you are saying that, because of the license cost, you are saying that there are no openings. Do you mean to say that?
No, actually, see, my personal experience is like we are working with a project with LoadRunner and JMeter. Now, all of a sudden, like LoadRunner is like they have stopped using it.
They want to move
because
from
of this
LoadRunner to
license.
NeoLoad.
Because of this license issue.
Okay.
Yeah,
License
and they were searching out for the same the enterprise tool with license. So NeoLoad ops better one. So they are going to NeoLoad. So I'm just asking, how about the market outside?
Yeah, it's good. That's what I mentioned here. You can go with either LoadRunner or NeoLoad. Okay, but I will show you NeoLoad is a new tool, relatively new tool to the market. And let me show you some LoadRunner openings. This is from Quintely, one of the popular service-based company called Quintely. Quintely was having, 20 openings on LoadRunner, 20 openings. Okay, just one company. And they are unable to find LoadRunner resources. You know how many drives they conducted? From Jan last week onwards, they conducted 5 drives, 5 recruitment drives for 20 openings. Right? All these drives, we have all those recruitment drives, we have posted on our Instagram page because we even, everyone was behind JMeter for the last 2 to 3 years. Right? Some people, listen to our advice and guidance and, join both the tools. But most of the people learned only JMeter. But they, it is not only with our institute guys, it is across, across the training institutes. Most of the people opted for only JMeter. That is why there is huge resource scarcity for LoadRunner resources. And that is the reason they took, they had to conduct 5 recruitment drives for just 20 openings. You see here, this is on 9th March, they conducted one recruitment drive. They have 10 openings for LoadRunner. You see here, performance testing with LoadRunner. I can show you n number of companies like this. Even Capgemini is having a lot of huge openings on LoadRunner now. They are unable to fill those positions. This is one more drive connected on 24th Feb. How many openings are mentioned here? 10 openings, right? And they're asking only for LoadRunner. One more drive on 3rd Feb from the same Quintely company. And Deloitte is having multiple openings on LoadRunner now. Still Deloitte is having, some openings on LoadRunner. Jan 24th, they started conducting recruitment drives on last week of Jan. And they could not fill those positions till March. Still, there are 5 to 6 openings in Quintely, it seems, on LoadRunner. Quintely, not only Quintely, Deloitte, Capgemini, they're having huge openings on LoadRunner, but they could not find, resources, enough number of resources. Okay. And, one more thing that we observed is from April onwards, we are seeing a lot of huge openings for performance testing. Let me show you one latest email and I'll close the session for today. I am not sure, I did not open this email before. Let me show you, let me go through that one mail once. You can see here performance test engineer, performance and resilience management, performance tester, Saibej, Pune. And I'll show you some recent emails where there are huge openings for performance testing. You see here, Red Soul Global Bangalore, S&D on engineering, and then Global step, it seems, remote position. Wonderful, right? QA performance test engineer, RIA advisory, hybrid position, and then aerial telecom solutions, Chennai, and one more in NetSource LLP, Gurgaon, test analyst, performance engineering for FIS Global, right? Qualtrics Technologies, and then Orange Business Services. You can see how many openings are there for performance testing. And believe me, like, these are around 15 companies which are having performance openings. And through Naukri, this is Naukri email, guys, Naukri alerts email for 3+ years experience. Okay. And if you go to LinkedIn, you will have 4x to 5x of these openings, because most of the companies are using LinkedIn for recruitment, right? You know that is a known fact. If you see 15 companies here, you'll see 30 to 40 companies in LinkedIn, or more than that. Okay, so with this, I'll close the session, guys, for today. If you still have any queries, you can connect with me offline. It's already 12:20. So I'll close the session for today, guys. Any other quick queries, guys, before we close, or before, any queries which require discussion in the larger group?
Sir, do we have evening sessions, sir? Only morning session.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding that. So can you please ping me your preferred time, morning batch or evening batch? Those who attended demo. So if you ping me, like, what is your preferred time, whether it is morning batch or evening batch? Morning batch timings available slot is 10:32, as I told you. Morning batch available. I'll tell you the timings, slots available. Morning batch, this is for JMeter. I'll start with JMeter and then BlazeMeter and then LoadRunner. Okay, and then LoadRunner. And the available slot is 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. And evening batch available slot is evening batch also. I'll start with JMeter. We'll follow the same sequence. We had to follow because, we have more inquiries for JMeter. Okay. And one LoadRunner batch, we are having one LoadRunner batch also running, and they also want to join this JMeter batch, right? First, and then, this slot is from 7 to 8 p.m. guys, plus or minus half an hour. We can adjust this by plus or minus half an hour. We can adjust this by half an hour. Okay. But the available slot is ideal time is 7 to 8 p.m. Okay. So these are the available slots. Please ping me your preferred time on WhatsApp. Please don't post it in the batch, but please ping me on WhatsApp. Sorry, guys. So with this, I'll close the session for today, guys. In the next session, I would like to cover these concepts, guys. Okay. And how about packages, guys? How can we miss that? No one is asking about package, how much package you can expect. Aren't you bothered about package? So we already discussed career prospects, and, let me explain, package that you can expect in performance testing. Or you are not bothered about package. You first want only job. That is also important, right? Right. So let us discuss that. Let's discuss that. Let me explain that. Again, I'll go for service-based companies and product-based companies, because there will be huge difference between service-based and product-based companies. So for service-based companies, I'll take the previous numbers, guys. For 2+ years experience, our students got 6 to 8 lakhs package in service-based companies. 6 to 8 lakhs CTC. Okay. And for 3+ years experience, our students got, 8 to, I'll do one thing. So because, I'll give for 3 years experience, because most people go with 3 years experience. So our students got 8 to 12 lakhs package, guys. Okay. And there are some students who attempted with 4 years or 5 years experience. I can show you their offer letter as well. If you have any doubts, I can show their offer letters. Okay. I can show the chat conversation from the date of their joining till they got offer letter. And, I cannot show it online. Don't worry, you can share it to me if you have trust on me. Those who meet personally only will get to know those details. All right. So for 4 to 5 years experience, there are some people who tried with 4 to 5 years experience also after the training. There will be some, exceptional cases. There are some extraordinary talented people, right? So, there are some cases such, and they got, 16.5 LPA. So, one of our students got for 4 years, they got 16.5 lakhs package. Till we got, 18 lakhs for 5 years. Okay. Only with the training, guys. They don't have, any genuine experience. But after the training, they claimed this experience. But of course, very rare case, I have to admit it. Hardly you will get 1 or 2 students per year. Along students, every year 1 or 2 students on them. Those are exceptional cases. Okay, we'll take only this. We'll consider only these. These are, these are the average packages that we got in service-based companies. Now, coming to product-based companies, for 3 years experience, what is the package that you can expect? You can expect a minimum of 10 lakhs package for 3 years. So 10 to 15 lakhs will be the average package for product-based companies. If you can crack interview in a product-based companies, right? So no one got in product-based company, guys. Our students, none of our students got into product-based companies directly, because product-based companies selection will be bit tough. Selection will be definitely, interview will be bit tough. Okay, but these are the average packages that our students got, right? And someone asked me in the WhatsApp chat, about placement assistance. We cannot assure placement assistance for online because it mostly depends on them. It depends mostly on them, because for offline participants, we can monitor them. We can, they will come for face-to-face training, and we will monitor them. We can monitor them closely. But online participants, you can monitor. When we give scripting tests, if they are attending offline, we know whether they are really doing that or whether they are sharing their friend scripts or they took some help. We can't monitor with online, isn't it? Right? So we cannot give placement assurance for online participants. Majority of the credit goes to you, but still we have some success stories who joined online and got placement. Majority of the success credit goes to them. Okay, it's their credit. That credit should actually go to them for attending online training and getting placement with experience, right? But for offline participants, we'll have close monitoring and supervision. We'll provide close guidance, right? And for those who are coming from, for offline, we are providing Metro Student Pass. I think I have shared it in the WhatsApp group also, in my status also. We are eligible to issue Metro Student Pass. I mean, you need to get an application signed by us, signed and stamped by us, and you can avail that Metro Student Pass. Clear, guys? And we are providing Earn While You Learn program also for only offline participants, as I told you. Right? There is one more source, suppose, some people are, joining PGs here, and they have to pay at least per month, how much is the PG cost? 8,000, 10,000. It starts from 6,000 to 10,000, right? To support them financially, we are providing another Earn While You Learn program. Okay, if those who are interested, we are providing one Earn While You Learn program for those who are attending offline training only. That details I cannot reveal that. That is not job support. Okay, you need not wait till you are trained, but you can avail it from next week onwards. Okay, and some people got made 50,000 to 60,000 money through that. Right? That is secret. That is our business secret, guys. I can't reveal it in demo session. So with this, I'll stop it here for today. Any other queries? Any other queries which requires discussion in the larger group here in the demo? So yeah, there is one question from one of the online participants. Someone is having 10 years experience, 7 years in manual and 3+ years in PT. What should be the roadmap for candidates like me and placement assistance too? Yes, you can try, manual testing experience is also relevant experience only, right? It's not completely irrelevant, right? So, but when you are attending experience, when you are attending, interview 10 years experience, you should be very strong in LoadRunner, JMeter, BlazeMeter, and NeoLoad also. NeoLoad also may be required. Maybe you already got chance to work in these 3 years. You might have already worked on JMeter, right? But what I can suggest for you is learn LoadRunner and NeoLoad also, if you don't have any knowledge. And one APM tool is mandatory. You should be strong in performance engineering as well. Apart from performance testing, you should be strong in performance engineering, and any one APM tool experience is desirable. Okay, because when you are having 10 years of experience, you will expect at least 30 lakhs package, right? You'll expect at least 30 lakhs package for 10 years.
Yes.
So companies also expect some minimum skill set. So, but you should be focusing more on performance engineering and APM tool for 10 years. When you have 10 years overall experience and expecting some 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs package.
Yeah, okay.
All right, guys, it's already 2 hours that I started the session. I will stop it here, guys, for today. It's too lengthy session. Thanks for your patience. And I'm closing the meeting, guys. Okay. If you still have any queries, please, please ping me on WhatsApp. Please, or, please call me. And please save my WhatsApp number, guys. Let me show you my WhatsApp number once. Please save my WhatsApp number. Otherwise, you will not get updates on the next demo sessions, guys.
One last question, sir.
Yes, please.
You said if we pay for today itself the amount, how much we need to pay, sir?
Oh, yeah. So, so we are, I forgot that actually. For those who confirm your joining now, today, right? Offline participants, you need not pay any additional fees for recorded sessions. Okay. That will be waived off for those who confirm your joining and pay the fees only today. By today.
For online, sir?
Online for you, recorded sessions are free. Okay. So we don't have any additional fees for you. So that is the offer that I can say for you. But 15,000 is the minimum fees that, this fee structure was there for the past 3 years. For the past 3 years, we are having same fee structure for online participants.
Okay, sir. So 5,000 in advance we can pay, no, sir?
Yes, 5,000 can be paid as advance.
Okay, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir.
So, one last question.
Yes.
So for LoadRunner JMeter and like APM tool, so what will be the whole package?
15 plus 15 plus 10.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. Let's wrap up the session for today.
Okay,
And
thank you.
Thank you, guys, and thanks for joining with such a short notice. And have a nice weekend. Have a nice rest of the weekend.